I would consider us to be more like folkabilly singers.
Folkabilly?
Folkabilly singers.
That's nice.
You know, like Nancy Griffith was, you know, she was a folk singer, but she was country and leaned on those lines. So we like to write a lot of the deeper stuff, more of the deeper stuff than drinking beer and having a good time, which we've written those and they're fun, but I feel like most of ours are about heartbreak and like you said, tragedy and love and heaven. We write gospel songs. And
one of my favorite things, I would joke around because we would play with all these other acts and they would be doing some pretty modern stuff. It's like, yeah, well, we do, it's a different brand. It's called Coffin Country, you know, all the dead guy stuff, you know. I'm usually starting with guitar because I like the way that Paul Simon plays, because he usually just uses chords, but he's finger picking almost everything he does. And so it's really easy to get a melody out of it because you're just playing each note, and then I come up with something that would sound good with that kind of melody.
I think for the most part, usually we're like, hey, I have an idea. Let's get together and write. And one of the songs that we released last year, Baby You Saved Me, or I guess that was this year, that's how that happened. I was like, hey, I've got this idea, and I was just falling in love at the time with my now husband. And so the idea was Baby You Saved Me, and I was like, come over and write it. And I think I had the verse, and Woody's always great at putting in those color chords. And
well, I'm a huge Birds fan.
Yeah.
And Beatles fan. Like, I want to make every song as complicated as possible, you know? Like, because she brought it to me, and there was like a 1-4-5, and then I put in like all the other numbers I could think of that would fit.
Yeah.
And it sounded good, and so we're like, yeah, let's do that. For me, the capo is essential for me, because you could play without one and do different chords, but you wouldn't get the same tone out of it.
Yeah.
You wouldn't get the same feel, because if you wanted to, like if I were to do the song that we're gonna play, it wouldn't sound anything near what it's supposed to sound like in my head. And so with the capo, I'm actually able to get that. That Carter family scratch style playing, that Paul Simon alternating bass and then putting a melody to it.
I think for a duo too, it's been the most useful for us, because if we're both playing guitar, which sometimes I'll play mandolin, but there's a lot of times where we're both playing, and we'll try to play different voicings, and so, you know, if he's playing a C, then I can just play here, and it doesn't sound like the same instrument all at once. It fills it out, and that was something my pop always said. He said, if you got 3 people, make it sound like a full band, and that's one of the ways that you can utilize that to make it the sound fuller is to sound like you're playing 2 different instruments. When you're playing the same instrument, you're just playing it differently.
And for me, like, I don't really consider myself a guitar player, you know, like I like to do very simple chords, but just do the finger picking because it sounds full, you know, because I can get the bass out of it, and I can get the melody, and then I just have to focus on singing, and that's a whole other ballpark in itself. But like, it's nice to be able to.
You can't get that sound when you're playing when you're playing the bar chords that you need to play to.
Yeah, it's not the same sound. Like, you could do it, but it's not going to give you the same resonance that you need.
Waiting on a midnight train out in the pouring rain, $1 fare to anywhere but home. 12:07 whistle blows, where I'm bound, heaven knows. Jellicoe or Jericho, anywhere but home. Home is where I wanna be. Home ain't what it used to be. changing, rearranging like the breeze. It's gone anywhere but home. Feel the rumble beneath the floor. Hear the mighty engines roar. Lost souls on long lost time. Anywhere but home. Last stop due 3 hours time. Another mile down the line. Coming and a-going as the wind keeps blowing. Anywhere but home. Home is where I wanna be. Home ain't what it used to be. Things change and rearranging like the breeze. It's gone anywhere but home. I turn around